How do we do this? Through our root systems. My roots are connected. No, not connected, they're interconnected with the roots of dozens, if not hundreds, of nearby trees. It's a vast underground network created and maintained, not by us trees, but by fungi. Fungi operate like your fiber optic internet cables. Here, let me read something written by one of your fellow humans. Fungi's thin filaments penetrate the soil, weaving through it in almost unbelievable density. 1 teaspoon of forest soil contains many miles of these hyphae. Over centuries, a single fungus can network an entire forest. These fungal connections transmit signals from one tree to another, allowing trees to share information about insects, drought, and other dangers. End quote. So, we trees are in constant communication with each other, thanks to our sophisticated fungal network. We are even in constant communication with trees with whom we are in competition for sunlight and water. We share information and nutrients with them freely, unconditionally. The truth is, we need each other to survive, to create a diverse forest ecosystem in which we all thrive. Just a minute. We trees understand that there's strength in diversity, something that not enough humans have yet grasped. But what I really want to talk to you about today is 2023. You remember, don't you? 2023, the hottest year ever recorded, only to be outdone by 2024, the first year to breach the 1.5 degrees threshold agreed to by 195 countries at the 2015 Paris Climate COP. That was a good day for us non-humans. We really thought humanity might finally be getting its act together. But it's been 10 years since that much acclaimed unanimous declaration in Paris. So where are we now? I know the answer, but what about you? Why don't you tell me where we are 10 years after Paris? You don't need to say anything out loud, just think about it quietly to yourself. Allow me to say out loud what you're probably not admitting. The last 10 years since the Paris Declaration have been the hottest 10 years ever recorded. And of these 10 years, the most recent 3, 2023, 24, and 25, have been the hottest 3 years ever recorded. And with a super El Nino predicted for 2026, scientists are already warning that 2026 will shatter all previous records. Welcome to the Pyrocene, the age of mega fires. When the flames arrived in June of 2023, we knew. We trees just knew. This was the big one. I've never seen our fungal network go into overdrive as it did that day. Fire! Fire! Drink! Drink as much as you can. but it was all to no avail. This ended up being the most devastating fire season in Canada's history. By the end of 2023, an unprecedented 6,500 fires had torched more than 18 million hectares across Canada, from west to east, south to north, affecting every province and territory. Fox will flee, bird will fly, snake will slither away. But tree, we have no legs nor wings. We must stand to greet the flames. We could hear the flames long before they arrived on our mountaintop, carried on the wind. The first scent we picked up was of burning resin from pine needles. It filled the air with sweet perfume. But it didn't last long. Within minutes, that sweet resin was snuffed out by the acrid smell of burning organic matter, not just of us trees, but of soil, grasses, animals. How quickly the flames surrounded us. It was as if they were generating their own wind. And that crackling sound, I'll never forget it. All I could see was a choking mixture of orange flames and thick gray smoke. And if you can believe it, it was all over in about 20 minutes. Our forest, hundreds of years in the making, was incinerated in the snap of a human finger. I died. My children died. My neighbors died. But our spirit lives on in these charred trunks. What does the future hold for our beloved forest? 3 years on from the 2023 fires, I hear bee buzzing around the wild blueberries and raspberries who have returned in abundance, as have beetle and ant. I feel them laying their eggs in the charred soil above my roots. But the most amazing beings are these pyrophilous fungi who emerged soon after the fires. That's pyrophilous, as in fire-loving, the same etymology as pyrocene. These tiny beings thrive in burned landscapes like ours. And yes, they are beings like you, like me. They have already restarted the nutrient cycle in our once diverse forest ecosystem. Their hyphae, or what you might call thin root-like filaments, bind the soil, prevent erosion, and allow precious water to soak into Mother Earth. From time to time, bird comes to visit, but not as often as before. It's difficult for bird to nest in our branchless stumps. But it's caribou whom I miss the most. Caribou used to walk proudly among us, feasting on the lichen clinging to our branches. But lichen doesn't live here anymore. Where did caribou go? I worry about caribou. You should too. There are two ways I could end my speech today. On a positive note or a negative note. Which one would you prefer? You can say it out loud this time. I will wait your response. Positive or negative? Okay, let's go with positive. Let me give you one piece of advice from one being threatened by climate change to another. Listen to the fungi. Listen to the fungi. They have much to teach you. We are all interconnected and interdependent. No one species can survive without the others. We speak in unison. We are waiting for you to hear our voices. You are one of us. You are nature. So I invite you, dear human, to take our words to heart. I speak for the plants, the birds, the flowers, the insects, the animals, the fungi. The only way forward in a hotter, wetter, more tempestuous world is to live in harmony and respect with all beings, large and small, like these tiny pyrophilous fungi at my feet. We are holding out our roots, our branches, our wings, our fins, our hooves. Please join us, human. Ladies and gentlemen.